I think you're a hater, Haters everywhere we go. Haters everywhere we go. Haters everywhere we go. Where we go, haters going down for the count. Looking at the ground. I think you're a hater. I think you're a hater. Haters everywhere we go. Haters everywhere we go. Haters everywhere we go. Haters everywhere we go. Where we go, haters going down for the count. Looking at the ground. I think you're a hater. I think you're a hater. Haters everywhere we go. Haters everywhere we go. Haters everywhere we go. Where we go, haters going down for the count. Looking at the ground. I think you're a hater. I think you're a hater. Haters everywhere we go. Haters everywhere we go. Haters everywhere we go. Where we go.
And if you was instead of hating, you be ballin' too. I know you seen us fallin' too. All the rich niggas is all my crew. Fuck it, they can't touch us. If stuck up is what you call it, cool. Ooh, you should've seen when I came down in that. Black on black, cause it's gator haters face down on the mat. Splat, yeah, I can make a green nigga mad. Quick, fast, flash like 10 cash on this bitch ass. You can tell I'm a G by the walk in the stands. I play the game, make me talk in the stands. Watch how you talk when you talk to the man. If it ain't about bread, you talk to the hand. I show you how to get rich. You got a weak arm, I'll show you how to pitch. Made so play, I'll show you by the hit. And tell the police I don't know about shit. Hey, God, I'm fly, something like the air. Ain't that something when it's stunting, man? It's nothing like air. Homie, hold it right there. Homeboy, I'm right there.
Haters going down for the count. Looking at the ground. I think you're a hater. I think you're a hater. Haters everywhere we go. Haters everywhere we go. Haters everywhere we go. Where we go, haters going down for the count. Looking at the ground. I think you're a hater. I think you're a hater. Haters everywhere we go. Haters everywhere we go. Haters everywhere we go. Where we go.
I got one in the back, I got one in the front. I make them do what I say. They tell me say what I want, I tell them. Get your money, girl, and just stop breathing. Cause if it ain't about that dough, it ain't about me, nigga. See a gangster like myself, I get that paper and women. Man, your woman probably out there with some paper to give me. Listen, you're looking at a real pimp, ask my old women. And they'll tell you no remote, I control women. I'm a whole load, put me in the game, woman. If he ain't paying, then he shouldn't be playing. I'm saying, broke dudes only make jokes funny. I make more than I can fit in this quote, honey. Unquote, come sun soak with me, ma. Fly you down here and lay you up in my beach house.
Haters going down for the count. Looking at the ground. I think you're a hater. I think you're a hater. Haters everywhere we go. Haters everywhere we go. Haters everywhere we go. Where we go, haters going down for the count. Looking at the ground. I think you're a hater. I think you're a hater. Haters everywhere we go. Haters everywhere we go. Haters everywhere we go. Where we go.
Look, you see that other chick asked that. She said with the cash, yeah. Rim said with the paper, plastic product, and with the stash, yeah. With the keys to the whip in the crib and with the address to that chick that be hiding bricks in the ass crack. Susan Piping call me baby, I'm related to Weezy. Some of them call me Aura, them call me Easy. Find out I'm doing the man that is bird is calling me screaming chicken wing. Groupies I be frying, they just call me greasy. See, I know we got a name, but I'm cool being the other one. Cause he can't get tight when you hear I pipe another one. I don't fall in love with them, and then I'm done with them. Most they get from me is banana and some bubble gum, but this one dude had me laughing. Niggas just can't stand it's a baggy mag.
Haters going down for the count. Looking at the ground. I think you're a hater. I think you're a
Salute everybody. Peace and blessings to all. My boy AJ, salute. All things, salute. Expensive paper, salute. Edgar Chavez, Shawah Allah, salute. Peace and blessings to all y'all here, man. What's going on with everybody today? Hope everybody feeling good and everything. You know that you're blessed on this Sabbath. You know what I'm saying? The Shabbat almost over, you know, but you can praise the Most High. Hey, boxing, man. I sat back and did a little research, right? Terry Smoot Jr., salute, King. Let me get you hooked up real quick, Terry Smoot. Let me make sure I get my boy Terry Smoot one of these damn wrenches real quick, if he ain't got one real quick. Hold on 1 second, y'all. Let me pull up my pad. That's the Troll King right there, my guy. Mr. T Smooth himself. Rome the plug, salute, King. We coming on. I got my tablet right here. Hey, but like I was talking about yesterday, they building Terrence up. Yeah, AJ, he a troll, but my man be kicking that knowledge though. He the best troll out there. He real with it too though. Terry Smooth, he real with it. That's my guy. Let me get him situated real quick. There you go. Hold up. There you go. Hold up. All right, got my man Terry Smooth situated now. Let's get into it, people. Let's get into it. Next week we got Usyk versus the man that used to be the guy that they say was going to be the next black heavyweight until he went against Joe Joyce. And he hasn't looked the same since. His last fight, he didn't really look good either. But yeah, you know, Smooth, you know how we get down, baby. We family. We've been doing this for a while together. But yeah. Philly salute. You know something? I ain't even gonna talk about that fight right now. What I'm gonna talk about, I'm gonna ask y'all in the chat. Who do y'all think is next? Who would y'all like to see next for Gervonta Tank Davis? And do y'all think it's viable for Crawford to want to go up to 168 to fight Canelo? First, I'm gonna say if he do, he's gonna have to do like Jermell. Jermell's only going to 162, and he's gonna let Canelo have the 168 poundage, but he's gonna come 162, 163, so he can keep his speed and athleticism above Canelo. But a lot of people say Crawford's out of his mind doing that. But they forget Roberto Duran, he came up from 135 to 147, beat a great Sugar Ray Leonard. Beat him now. First fight at 147 for 135. And he also challenged himself, went up and fought Marvelous Marvin Hagler at 160. So see, a lot of these middle divisions, like the 140 division, the 154, the 168 divisions, these divisions went around back in prime boxing time. You know, they started adding these little divisions. That's why you got the premier divisions like the 135 division, the 147, the 160, the 175. You know, like these are premier divisions in boxing. And see, yeah, Rome, I feel like if he go up to 168, he get smashed, but I feel like he could fight at 160. I mean, you know, Bud, when he fought EJ, he was every bit of about 165 in that ring. See, people don't realize, they think a boxer can't go up to these weightage, right? But on fight night, boxers be around those other weight pounds. You feel what I'm saying? Like 147 pounders be every bit of 160 easily. Earl used to be at least 165, 170 sometimes, if you rehydrate right. Like they had to weigh 147 for the weigh-in. You seen that Bud was bigger than Earl. So you know Bud was every bit of 165 in that fight. People don't realize when you rehydrate, your body is 80% water first. And you can cut 10 to 15 pounds of water on the last day to make that weight. That's why when boxers make weight, they hurry up and take them to the scale to get on the scale, because it's detriment to their health. Because you don't want to have your body dehydrated too long, because your muscle, your tissues, your brains, everything in your body works off of fluid. And the longer you dry it out, the fluid starts, your body starts to atrophy and die First off, let me drop this link for anybody want to hop up here. Y'all know how we do it on the sports bar. Everybody's allowed to come up here, speak your opinion, talk what you want to talk about. You know everybody's opinion. Welcome. The sports bar, this is y'all channel. We just up here holding it. Ain't nobody's opinion wrong, but if you get up here talking cap, you gonna have to explain it. That's how we do over here. But yeah, your body's mostly water. We basically like amphibians or fish. We need water to keep our body fluid. You know, that's how your body works, like a mechanism, like a car. You got to keep your car oiled. You keep oil in the engine. That way your car runs smoothly. When that oil ain't in the engine, your engine lock up. And it's a lot of complications that can happen to your body when you ain't got the fluid in there. That's why, you know, fighters wait that last leg to do that last dehydration and then go straight to the scale. And then you'll see them, they'll grab a bottle and they try to rehydrate quickly. You know, get the electrolytes and everything back, get the fluid going back. But yeah, AJ, that's the best way to lose weight. Because if you ever carried a bucket of water, you know a bucket of water is heavy. That's a heavy thing right there. But yeah, for Tank, Shakur, Devin would be a better fight, a great fight for Tank. They still trying to push that Eastside Pitbull Cruz fight on us. And Tank, he's trying to deny it. I don't want the Eastside Pitbull fight myself because it's nothing that they can show me in that fight. Like I said, I felt like Giovanni Carrera beat Eastside Cruz handedly. He exposed him, showed that Eastside is one-dimensional and he ain't got nothing going for him, and that he's no match for Tank. Giovanni ate that man's shots. He sat there, outboxed him. He used lateral movement, and he made Eastside look bad. And Eastside Cruz, his claim to fame is losing to Tank Davis with one hand. Tank had one hand and outboxed this man. And then they put him in the ring with a Asian Gamboa, and they put him in there with another damn cab driver. And then they make it title eliminators. And that's funny. You get title eliminators after you just lose the Tank. Just like Rolly Romero get a title fight, his next lost the Tank. So Shakur and Devin need to realize, even if they lose the Tank, it's a win because Tank makes everybody bigger that fights him. Ryan Garcia is a bigger draw. Even though he was a big draw, people not giving him credit for it. His fans just wanted to see him in there with somebody viable. And see, that's a lot about the boxing fans. People will buy a lot more fights if they put people in the ring that we want to see instead of giving us matches that they want to put on. Like Top Rank, they give us matches we don't ask for. Yeah, AJ and Grayson, Pitbull is no reason. Like, the man got outclassed by Giovanni Cabrera. Tank is a better fighter than Giovanni Cabrera. Tank has more power. He has better lateral movement, better jab, all-around better fighter. For my guy, Expensive Paper, Bomb Squad in the building. Yes, Bomb Squad in the building. I think the Saudi Prince is supposed to be finalizing that AJ and Wilder. That's gonna be a huge fight. I don't care what nobody say. A lot of people say that fight past this prime. I still want to see it. I wish we could have seen it for Undisputed, but hey, I'll take that fight wherever I can get it, however I can get it. You know, that's still the fight that I've been wanting to see. But, you know, Eddie Hearns done fucked over the damn Undisputed, but it is what it is. You said you heard Devin and Regis is off? Like I said the other day, Ron the Plug, I felt like that they seen Regis and they got overzealous and they thought Regis was a walk in the park. And like I said, Regis is nobody walk in the park. That's why I said I would give Devin all the respect in the world if he went up to fight Regis. Regis is arguably the top 140-pounder. You know, Gary Antoine Russell looked good too, but Regis is arguably the top. He arguably beat Josh Taylor. And for you to make that your first fight at 140, shout out to my guy Expensive Paper with the $20 super chat. Like he said before, it's Bomb Squad up in this building right now because I just want a body on my resume. You know, like the great Wilder say, who told you that? You know what I'm asking, who told you that? In the words of the great Wilder. Yeah, AJ64. Wilder gonna knock that man out in less than 5 rounds because AJ's still timid. AJ, I mean, Derek James is teaching him new styles, new skills, a new way to go, but you can't teach a man heart. And AJ, he's a great physical specimen, but he just ain't got the heart, bro. Like, you can't teach a dog to be a dog. You feel what I'm saying? Like, either you'll pick he a game dog or he not. And he's not a game dog. Y'all hold on 1 second, please. Some dogs just ain't got that game. And you know, they just not game dogs. They show dogs. And that's how I look at AJ, he a show dog. You know, he got all the muscles. He had all the damn, all the backing behind him and everything. But when push come to shove, I think Usyk broke his spirit. See, and that's like when a dog get in there with a much aggressive dog, a hardier dog get in there, and you put a dog in there at a young age, you can break a dog's spirit and it turn him into a cur, a little coward. But I feel like he went in there against Andy Ruiz. Andy Ruiz messed up his confidence, but he got back in there and he beat him. And then he got in there with Usyk. He thought he was going to come back and beat Usyk. You see, that's why he had that whole nervous breakdown at the end of it, talking about, how did you beat me? I'm bigger, I'm stronger. How did you beat me? And see, he don't realize it, like, just because you big and strong don't mean that. That's why I tell people muscles don't mean nothing. Muscles make you slower. Plus, muscle make it where you don't have the stamina and endurance. In boxing, you don't want to have a bunch of muscles because that's taking away your power. If you're a muscle-bound fighter, you got to be willing to take people out in the first 5 to 6 rounds. Because anything after 5 to 6 rounds, you're fighting a losing battle. You're swimming upstream. You're pissing in the wind because your body's going to work against you. And you can build your stamina up, but it's only so much stamina you can build because you got the muscles that's craving oxygen. And then you boxing. You know, it's just, that's why you don't see a lot of boxers lifting weights. They do a lot of calisthenics and natural strength building, like dips, pull-ups, like, training and stuff like that. Weights is good for show, but weights is just good for show. If you boxing and fighting like that, lifting weights has nothing to do with it. It's going to make you burn out quicker. It's going to make your body a lot weaker in the long run. Like I said, if you can't get them out of there in 5, 6 rounds, the muscles are going to drain you. And they're going to make it a hazard. And you're going to stamina is going to fall. Yeah, I want to see Gary Russell at least at 130 first before he just jumps at 135. But if he feel like he jump at 135, hell, put Gary Russell in there with Isaac Cruz. I mean, if Gary Russell is who he say he is, he should be able to outbox, outpoint, and make Isaac Cruz look like shit. That's a fight I push for right there. Gary Russell versus Isaac Cruz. Since Gary Russell calling out Tank, if Gary Russell can't stand in there with Isaac Cruz, then it ain't no reason for him to get in the ring with Tank. And I feel like that'll be a great test to his chin, a great test to his boxing ability. And I want to see if Gary Russell power goes up. You feel what I'm saying? And see if the Devin and Regis fight is off. I want to see Devin versus Antoine Russell still has beef with Devin Haney. But I don't know what they doing over there in the Haney camp. I just want to see him in the ring with somebody. But hey, if the fight's off with Regis, how about we call Tank? You know what I'm saying? Call Tank. That's the fight y'all been talking about. And I heard Devin and them mention it. Matter of fact, Devin and them did mention the Tank fight. So they mentioned it a couple days ago. So if the Regis fight's off Ain't no reason why we can't get that fight. Straight up. I appreciate that, Kawhi. Appreciate that, King. I mean, I just like to see the best fights. You know what I'm saying? Nah, King Grayson, I don't think AJ gonna be a walk in the park, but I feel like the way Wilder's his new style, at first, before that Robert Helenius fight, I would have said the style that AJ got that Derrick James teaching him. How they fold, they bend, they use your body against you, they get in close, they get leverage to throw them shots, and make it where you can't get fully extension on your shots. How they use your body against you, and they can fire off into your body, but you can't get extension. After seeing that Robert Helenius fight, I seen Wilder don't even need that much extension on his shots, and he still got power. That man hit that man with a short jab. Wilder is one of the most dynamic fighters to ever box. Well, he has one of the most dynamic powers I ever seen. I mean, the Hulk, he was a bad motherfucker. I ain't gonna take nothing from him. You know, you got a few of them that was bad motherfuckers, but Wilder, people who don't realize, Wilder is 50 to 70 pounds lighter than his enemies. Wilder comes in around 200. Salute to my co-host, Key Alexandra. She say, I waited for you to come on at 1:30, but you pushed it back. I'm out exercising, so I'll listen to the background. Gary is talking greasy, but Bud is going to 168. Devin is pushing the fight back as we predicted. And see, Regis already said that he can't fight. Skywalker Broxton, salute, my guy. Let me drop this link for anybody want to hop up here. You can get up here too, Skywalker. You know how you do. Everybody's welcome up here. But like I said, AJ, the style that he's learning, Derrick James is good at inside fighting and teaching that, and teaching the way to break an opponent down. But Wilder, he's so dynamic, he don't need much space to do what he got to do to operate. Wilder can generate just enough separation, enough force, and he can put you down. Salute Bruce Gas. Salute Edgar Chavez. Kawhi Elliott, salute. Make sure I shout out to all my people up here. Key Alexandra, salute. Yeah, because Wilder, he could generate so much torque with his shots. And people don't understand how he do it because, he's such a small frame, small built person. But if you look, Shawala, Shalom, Happy Shabbat. Salute, Princess. But see, people don't understand that. And like I said, Wilder, he got the most dynamic punches I've seen. And I used to think he needed full extension on that thing. But now I see that he can do it with a short hook, a short jab. Like, he has the right hand of God. That's what I say. That's what I call it, the right hand of God. That man can reach out, touch your soul, and send you to the damn nether realm. He sends you to a different place. And AJ, we see his chin has been tested. We seen him get knocked down by Klitschko, Asian Klitschko. We see them get dropped by Andy Ruiz. I mean, neither one of them has half the punching power of a Wilder or the speed. And see, that's what Wilder has over his opponents too, a speed factor. Wilder is really a cruiserweight. That's what people don't understand. Wilder is a cruiserweight. So they don't have him on the pound for pound list. It's a travesty. But they quick to throw Tyson Fury up there for beating Wilder. Wilder is literally fighting guys a quarter of his weight heavier than him. He's coming in around 2. These guys coming in at 250. Tyson Fury came in at 270. You giving up 70 pounds to an opponent. And if you've never been in a fight game or ever fought somebody bigger than you, that's a big deal right there. Because they say the bigger it is, the harder they fall, right? The bigger it is also the harder it is to make them fall. Because as you get bigger, Mike Biggs boxing, salute, King. The bigger it is, the more power and torque you need to put them down. Because people say just because they're bigger than you don't mean nothing. No, it does mean something. That's why they have weight divisions. And it's a lot more power you got to put on a bigger fighter to put them down than you have to do on a smaller fighter. Your punch resistance grows as you grow. And that's why you see a lot of boxers working on their necks and everything too, because the neck is your shock absorber. It stops you from taking so much damage, like when you get hit to your head, so your head don't shake and your brain rattle. And when your brain rattle, you get knocked out. But yeah, anybody want to step up here and talk, you can. Mike Biggs, you can jump up here. Skywalker, you can jump up here. It don't matter. Upper echelon got the panel open. It's an open panel. Anything y'all want to talk about today is What's Up Saturday. It's an open panel. And it's an open show on Saturdays. Saturdays, it's viewer's choice. You know what I'm saying? Whatever y'all want to talk about, that's what we go over. But yeah, you're right. Antoine Russell is a different savage. And I'm glad that they did pull him out the Puyo fight so he can go back and man, Kawhi. That man hitting like he about 450. Lennox Lewis was big, but he wasn't hitting like that. Wilder is hitting like I sat there and slow some. I might do a damn Brandon House salute, King. I might do a highlight reel of Wilder and slow it down and break it down and show 2-cent boxing salute, Queen Princess. I might do a damn show and just show how he generates the power and the torque. My guy Skywalker.
What's up, brother?
Salute, brother. Salute.
Hey, salute, upper echelon. How you doing, brother?
I'm good, brother. I'm good. How you doing today, King?
Pretty good, man. A lot of boxing this weekend. We got a lot of fights coming up.
Yeah, we get to see a lot of the people that ain't really big names right now. See, I like fight weekends like this because a lot of these fights, pick 'em fights. You get to see,
right?
Like last week, the Trayvon Marshall and the Gabe Maestro fight. Gabe Maestro was a big underdog, but like I tell people, he's older age. That man's close to he's like 30 something,
36. I think he started boxing, bro, at 36. I think he's like 36 or 37.
Nah, I think Gabe, I know he's been boxing. Now he had an extensive amateur career.
Yeah.
I think he around 35, 36, something like that. But Trayvon Marshall's still young. He a young up and coming. But that guy Gabe Maestro, that man right there has been boxing for almost 20 some years.
Right. It's just that he just barely made his pro debut at an old age, but he has been boxing.
He was 5-0. He was 5-0 with 4 knockouts. And you got to realize, people making their pro debut at an old age like Lomachenko did, like Arthur Beterbiev, like Usyk. People don't realize guys like that, they have extensive amateur pedigrees. And them amateur pedigrees, you box against each type of style. Like, you don't get to prepare for your opponents when you're in the amateurs. You just got to be ready for whoever come up. You got to put them down. And so anybody that's in the amateurs for that long, you got to respect their pedigree. As long as they can translate the power into the pros, they're going to be held. And so, like I said, Andy Cruz going to be held. I mean, his first fight was a 10-rounder against a veteran. And he looked remarkable for his first fight. And I like
got good coaches. And he debuted late because of the political situation in Cuba. He had to defect.
They had him held prisoner.
Those are the threats, man. Those Cubans have been fighting the amateur system for so long, got all that experience, Olympic pedigree, and they're finally hitting the land over here, bro. That we got Robeisy Ramirez on the top, another one. A lot of the Cubans, they're slept on, but like you said, they got good extensive amateur backgrounds, and you can't, you can't take it's good experience.
Go back to Cuba, and they was on. Ugas and them tried to get Andy Cruz, but they caught him down near Mexico and extradited his ass back. But they made a deal and they got him across. Like David Morrell, like he's my top prospect this year.
Yeah,
but he's a champion with 9 wins, with 9 belts. But David Morrell, he's the crossover Cuban. This man right here, he has the Cuban boxing school. He has the footwork. He has the style, but he has power. This man got everything the most Cubans got, but he got something special. He got power.
Yeah. Yep. A lot of that too doesn't translate well. That's one thing when you go from amateur.
That 126. When they was when they was talking about Gamboa. What'd you say, Skywalker?
Oh no, yeah, I was saying with Andy Cruz, bro. You think that's gonna be the next fight with Keyshawn Davis? You think they're gonna set that up? I know he's with Matchroom, and then Keyshawn's with Top Rank, so you think they're gonna make a fight?
You say what, brother? I couldn't hear you. My mic was messed up. What you say?
I heard Keyshawn Davis was supposed to fight Andy Cruz coming up, man. I heard that could be the next fight for Keyshawn Davis, but how's that going to happen when they got? I mean, he's with Eddie Hearn, Andy Cruz, and Keyshawn's with Bob Arum. You know what I'm saying?
Well, you know, Top Rank don't mind lending his. I mean, they don't mind doing crossover fights when they think the fight could benefit their fighters. If you notice, that's why Top Rank has such a great record against PBC, because you know they always do crossover fights when they can benefit their fighters, and they feel like Andy Cruz isn't adjusted well to the pros yet, and they feel like Keyshawn Davis's skills translate better than his. They feel like it'd be a great win for Keyshawn, but what they don't realize, Bozy Ennis got that man in there going hard. He in there with Boots. Right. He's in there learning.
I'm friends with his strength and conditioning coach, Altaf Rahmatullah. He works with Boots and Bozy, and he does actually works with wrestlers. He works with all different kind of athletes, man. And he was telling me about Andy Cruz and Boots, and he's like, those two guys right there are very, very special. I've been working with athletes. I don't know how many years. He's a doctor, you know. I mean, in medicine, and he's high tech with it, bro. He puts shit on them while they're sleeping, bro. Checks their heart rates. You know what I mean? Like he's a hardcore strength and conditioning coach that they have. So I think that Andy Cruz is going to definitely translate well with the power, man. I think, you know, in his first fight, we didn't see it, but I think that they're working with him, man.
Yeah, that's why I said, you know, Andy Cruz, hopefully he could be like a David Morrell, because David Morrell, his power translated. Like David Morrell, like he reminds you of, like David Morrell, he's a bigger version of Tank Davis, basically. He has great defense. He has excellent fundamentals. He got great footwork, excellent boxing ability, but he has that showstopper as well. That's why I tell people he'll watch David Benavidez. I'm sorry. David Benavidez doesn't have defense. We seen that in the Caleb Plant fight. We seen when David Benavidez fought that showbox fighter that he couldn't really put down, that they had to throw in the towel for him. What's the boy name? I think it was Rashidi Ellis' brother, Ronald Ellis. It was one of them guys. And we seen him versus Graville, Ron Graville, whatever his name is. The money team, I mean the 50 Cent fighter. Or the Mayweather fighter. The Ronald Graville. Yeah, Benavidez was having problems in both of them fights. And see, I feel like David Morrell beats everybody from 168 to 200.
Right, that's the fight to make, man. If Canelo's not going to fight Benavidez, bro, we need to make that fight happen, man. The battle of the Davids, David Morrell. I mean,
I did a video last week called "The Real King David." The Real King David, ready to go slay the Goliath of boxing, Canelo. But I got the video also. In that video, it had David Benavidez and his dad talking about the Morrell fight was next, how they accepted it. Then I got the part in there after he knocked out the Barboza guy, where Benavidez talking about he didn't say that. So, you know, I got it in there where they contradicted themselves and lied. The boys seen that shit. They don't want David Benavidez in that fight with him. Mm-mm. Everybody call him the Mexican monster. If that's the case, then that's the motherfucking Cuban terrorist, buddy.
Yeah.
That guy right there is something special.
The Idos Yerbasinelli fight, bro, when he put him in that, you know, they had to put him in a coma. They had to put him in a freezer, bro, to freeze his brain, put him in a induced coma, and put him in a freezer to bring down the swelling of his brain.
That's what I was saying.
That's scary, bro.
That's what I was talking about. Yerbosa, Ibanelli, whatever his name was.
Idos Yerbasinelli, yeah. Yeah. Hey, everybody calls him Idos, yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, and that was serious because he was the number one contender.
He's a real good fighter, bro. The same thing, bro. I was at the Frank Martin fight, man, with his last opponent, Haratunian.
Artie Haratuna.
Artem,
That's a good
yeah, Artem
fighter.
Haratunian. Hey, that guy, I was there in the front row, bro. I was like, you know what I'm saying? I was sitting behind Spence, and you could hear those punches, bro. That dude was no joke. He was an Olympian. He was tough. Everybody's giving
amateur wins, buddy.
Yeah, everybody giving Frank Martin shit, man, giving him criticism. Yeah, that guy was. I was there. I seen he was tough. I can gauge toughness, and that dude was tough.
Hey, look, I told everybody. I said he'd probably beat Keyshawn. I said people talking about Artie Hartnoon like he was a slow walk. First off, this man got over 239 amateur victories. He's 12-0 with 7 knockouts, and he's coming down from 140. Like this dude is not no damn joke. This man's got a great pedigree. And I forgot who they said his stepdad was, but his stepdad was one of the top lightweights. I forgot who it was. The guy's name. He was out there in the 90s and 2000s.
Yeah, I was right there by his family, bro, and they were getting pissed, bro. Every time we were going yelling for Frank, you know, his mom would turn around and mad dog everybody. Yeah, but no, he was tough. He was definitely at the end of the fight. You could hear people saying like, "This dude's gonna whoop some ass." Watch, they're like, "This guy's tough," you know. And
and I told people, everybody talking about Frank didn't look. I said, bro, Frank's in there with quality opponents, like the Martinez fight, Jackson Marinez fight, the Ali fight.
Yeah,
Frank is fighting tough opponents.
Mm-hmm. People don't realize that Michelle Rivera fight, bro. Damn, bro. That was a pretty even matchup. Yeah, that was hella. Yeah, that was an even matchup.
Even though I'm gonna be honest, Michelle Rivera didn't look himself that fight. He looked a little weight drained a little bit, but like you said, you know what it is when you sign that contract.
Didn't he get caught up though? They took some tests and
he was taking water pills. They called him taking water.
Oh, so it wasn't PED. It was just for weight cut and stuff like that.
Yeah. You know he was taking cut pills. Yeah, hold on 1 second. I'm about to switch devices.
What is this?
My guy, Expensive Paper, salute.
What's happening, homie? Y'all can hear me out there?
What's up, Big King? What's up, buddy?
I'm cooling, you heard me? I'm cooling, just at the job right now.
What you out there in Cali, Big Dog?
Yeah, I'm out here in Cali, you heard me? Yeah. Fucking loving this shit. Loving this weather, but I ain't loving the fucking prices out here, you heard me? Oh, my bad, dog. My bad.
Oh, you good, bro? You good? They demonetized me once before, man. You can say what the hell you want to say, bro. I don't care about that.
All right. For sure, homie. Yeah, you know. You be coming up. Where you from? You from Memphis or something, dog?
Nah, I'm from North Carolina. You know, originally from West Palm, Florida.
North Carolina?
Yeah,
I ain't never been up there, you heard me?
Yeah,
I gotta check that shit out.
Originally from West Palm, Florida. You know, West Palm County.
Oh, you know? yeah. You down there with, I don't really know nothing about Florida like that, but you know.
Yeah, my dad came over here from Port-au-Prince, you know.
For sure, homie. For sure. You know I rock with you. You know I support the grind, you heard me? You got
you my guy. You know, you one of my you one of my 4 standard moderators, the head moderators, you Shua, 2 other people. I can't. Key Alexandra, and there's one more person. I can't remember. I think it was Auntie Black Cherry or something.
Yeah. For sure, homie. Yeah, man. Everything good, though, huh?
Yeah,
everything good in the neighborhood, you know.
Yeah, I'm sitting up here healing up at the house, you know. Hopefully I can. Hopefully by the end of this year, I can get up where I can go to fights again. You know what I'm saying?
That's real, man.
Yeah, hopefully.
I'm trying to go one of my bar fights, man. But I ain't trying to be up in the bleachers. You heard? I'm trying to sit down on the court side, you know, race side of me.
Yeah, you gotta hit that ticket stub before that shit come out. Like, you know, a lot of people you hear when it first come out, because that's when the people be buying up all the damn tickets, and then they motherfucking damn resell it for high prices. See, a lot of
Okay,
people
okay,
realize
yeah.
they be damn tripling the price of them tickets. Them tickets don't really be like that, but you just gotta be on it when it first drops.
Yeah, you got when it drops, you gotta buy them, man, and it's
Yeah, you
cheap,
gotta
way
hurry up and
cheaper.
buy it.
Like, yeah,
Within 30 minutes, they're gonna be gone.
Okay.
Within 30
Cause I don't
minutes,
mind spending like, you know, $5 grand. If I can say, you know,
$5 grand.
yeah.
you get ringside seats for about 500 in Vegas for good events. You know what I'm saying? Like,
5,000 would have got you. 5,000
Yeah.
got you ringside at the Crawford fight.
yeah,
Oh
If
man.
you dropped 5,000 when it first dropped, you'd have been front row at the EJ and Crawford fight because that's what they was
Yeah.
coming. They was like 4,500 when it first came out into the resale. Like
Okay,
the
homie.
Tank and Ryan fight, it was like 4,000-5,000 until the resale got to it. You know, well, a lot of corporations too, right? They'll buy up all the tickets. Like if it's a big fight, the corporations will buy up the tickets. Then they'll resell the tickets for 3 or 4 times the value of it. Push the fight up there. They do that all the time.
my last
Let me go
ringside
change. Let me
tickets
go
was
change the
$2,000.
line out real quick, bro. I'm gonna jump right back. Let me change the line out real quick.
All right, Pimpin.
Hold up. I'm coming back here.
Oh yeah, I feel you. What you were saying, Scott Walker?
That Frank Martin fight, our ringside tickets were $2,000 a piece, but we were like in the front row, bro. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I think Frank Martin. They said it was like $1,200 for VIP tickets up there. Like,
Yeah, it was like $2,000 for the ones that we had. So it was, but we were right there with Spence. So those are those VIPs. You know what I'm saying? I was sitting up there with Rolly. Yeah, 2,000 ain't really that bad.
It was $1,000 for Devin and Loma. It was $1,000 for ringside versus Devin and Loma.
Really? Oh, when it first came out, maybe mine was later, bro. Yeah, probably. So I got comp tickets and stuff, but they had the price on them.
But you know, Devin and Loma gate wasn't over $5 million. Yeah, a lot of fights, them gates don't be going that high. It's just lately they done had 2 back-to-back 20 million gates. The PBC has, and I know Canelo and Charlo gonna be another 20 million gate because Canelo fans about to come out. I feel like Canelo and Charlo could do more than Ryan and Tank did, honestly. Because Canelo, he did 800,000 with Caleb Plant. He did 500 with Ryder. He did 1.2 with Triple G. So he got a fighter like Canelo Charlo. I think he can do about 1.2, 1.3.
That's gonna be a big fight, bro. Not only you have the Mexican fan base, you got the American, and then it's Canelo's international. A lot of people know the Charlo twins. You know, they're very marketable because they're twins and they're champs. You know what I'm saying? Just because of that factor right there, bro. So very popular, bro. I think they're gonna get. It's gonna be way better than that John Ryder fight. That John Ryder fight, he didn't get shit for that on views. You know what I'm saying?
That was a showcase fight for him too, and like I tell people, Canelo's last 3 fights, he ain't looked that good. Canelo's last 3 fights, he done fell off. Like Bivol. As a matter of fact, last 4, because at the Caleb Plant fight, he was getting tired. You know, he had to get that second win. But in the Triple G fight, that shit was just pitiful. It was like it was 2 geriatric pages fighting. Like they both looked like they were past their prime. And then he got tired in John Ryder, and John Ryder started whooping his ass. Like John Ryder was making him look like a DiGiorno pizza. Yeah, so I say Jermell Charlo, he has excellent physical condition. He has excellent stamina. Canelo hasn't been in there with a puncher that hits as hard as Jermell Charlo with both hands. Jermell Charlo has power in both hands.
If you're tall and you got a jab, man, like Bivol, you can contain Canelo, man. You just can't let him beat up on your arms and shit.
Guess what? Bivol had a 73-inch jab. You know, Charlo's is 74 inches.
Right. That's gonna get to
See, that's what I was saying. Canelo's going against a faster, a stronger fighter than he's ever been. Like he has the last athletic fighter he really been in there with was Erislandy Lara. And you know, Jermell Charlo, he has that footwork too. And Lara outboxed him. Floyd outboxed him. But at that time, Floyd wasn't an athletic boxer right there. He sat in front of Canelo and pot shotted him and countered him. Jermell Charlo has great counters. He got great power. He has great lateral movement. The man got a stiff jab. Like Jermell Charlo does everything great. I mean, like he's a fighter that does everything that he does really well. Like you can't pick one thing he does better than the other because he's well-rounded. And he's well-rounded. And Canelo's gonna have problems And if he gets tired against Jermell Charlo, like Canelo has never been stopped. He has a chin on him. I'm gonna tell you that now. Canelo got a chin. But I feel like if Jermell starts to beat that body, you've never seen nobody attack Canelo's body constantly. And you know, Jermell Charlo and Derek James fighters are body snatchers. And I feel like if he get in there and he start working Canelo body, I feel like the ref might have to step in there, especially if Canelo gets gassed out like he normally does. They're not gonna let Canelo sit there and take all that punishment, especially from a fighter like Charlo. They're gonna take him up out of there. And I feel like that's what's gonna be the stoppage, and then that's what they gotta call for a rematch. They're gonna say it was an early stop or something, you know, give it a buzz for the next fight or something. That's how I feel like it might go.
Right.
How you feel like it
Look,
goes?
I'm about to jump back. I'm about to jump back here, man.
All right, expensive paper, man. Salute to you, man.
Man, salute to you.
I appreciate you, brother.
All right. What's your name, man? Skywalker back.
Skywalker
bro.
back.
Salute to you too,
Appreciate
homie.
you, salute, brother.
Yeah, make sure you subscribe to him, man.
For sure,
That man
homie.
he be doing live fights and everything, man.
Yeah, I got a YouTube channel too, brother.
Oh, okay.
And, yeah, man.
Yeah,
And,
if my partner stabbed you, then you must be official. You heard me? So
Yeah,
I gotta
that's my guy
follow you
right
too.
there.
yeah,
I be
man.
watching him on the TV. I be watching him on the TV when I be sitting back watching on TV when I'm in my posturepedic bed.
I got some crazy fights tonight, bro.
Yeah.
And I don't even want to play. I'm watching Better Be,
That's what-
but man. Yeah. All right,
Yeah,
brother.
they trying to
All right, bro.
age you out.
Let-
All right, brother. What you talking about, Shawar? It's interesting take. Hey, Key Alexandru, I feel like Andy Cruz, that was his first fight. That was his first fight, Key. And Keyshawn has been in there with Andy Cruz not once, but more than once. And Andy Cruz has beat him both times. Like, he has Keyshawn's number. And we seen the last fight Keyshawn Davis was in. That was supposed to be a walk in the park. That dude exploited some of Keyshawn's weaknesses. Keyshawn is not as good as everybody say. That's all I'm trying to say, because people be exploiting him. He be having problems with fighters he shouldn't have problems with. He shouldn't have problems with PBG Big Dog, salute. Like, he plays with his food. OTF Jacob, salute. You say what, brother?
Oh, I was just saluting PGH Big Dog.
Oh, yeah, that's my guy right there, PGH Big Dog.
He got a good channel too. If you guys don't know, he got a channel, and he does a pro podcast too, man. He talks Steelers, he talks boxing. He has a good little crew, man.
Oh, you talking about PBG Big Dog?
Yeah, he's got a tight podcast, bro. He does weekly, man, with his homies.
I didn't even know. I just subscribed to him just now.
Yeah,
PGB, you ain't never tell me, brother. I just subscribed to him.
Yeah.
Yeah, I ain't even know. He ain't tell me.
I'm a Steelers fan, bro, too. I'm from New Mexico. I've never even been to Pittsburgh, bro.
Bro, I can't, bro. I thought, man, you was cool, man. I thought man, you was cool, man.
You what, Ravens or what?
I'm an Indianapolis Colts fan, man.
Colts, all right. I like the Colts. They're not no rivalry with us, man. We be beefing
y'all
with
y'all cheated us so many years, man. You know, y'all cheated us so bad they had to bring instant replay back in '95.
Oh yeah.
You know, y'all in '95 we had Jim Harbaugh as our quarterback. You know, the coach Jim Harbaugh.
Yeah.
We had picked up Jim Harbaugh. That was our Cinderella season. We made it to the playoffs 9-6. We was in the playoffs 9-6 or 9-7. We made it to the playoffs. When we made it to the finals, it was us versus Pittsburgh. Pittsburgh had Cordell Stewart and Neil O'Donnell. And we came back and scored with 2 minutes left. Neil O'Donnell and them put together a drive. We ended up stopping them because we had Marshall Faulk, my favorite player, him and Eric Dickerson. Yeah. And we ended up stopping them on the 3-yard line. They had 1 play left. Cordell Stewart stepped out of bounds, came back in and caught the touchdown, and they won the game from us. They stole it from us because then they brought instant replay back the next year because they weren't supposed to do that. But, you know, they got their justice because San Francisco and Deion Sanders beat the shit out their ass in the Super Bowl. Pittsburgh got destroyed in the Super Bowl versus Deion Sanders and the 49ers. So, you know, that was just due right there.
Yeah. I know we be beefing with the Browns and beefing with, the AFC.
We've been beefing with Pittsburgh for the longest. You know, we was the Baltimore Colts at first.
Right.
Yeah, you know, we still carry that beef back. So if you a
Yeah.
business friend, you supposed to know that we've been beefing.
Yeah.
Big Ben done stopped my boy Peyton a couple times.
Yeah. I'm from a place where it's all Cowboy fans. I thought maybe you were a Cowboy fan, bro.
Oh, hell no.
You know, Jerry Jones, man, he's cool with the big fish, bro. He loves Spence, bro. That guy, man, he's a G, bro. He's into his team. I like the Cowboys, but I don't really, you know, there's so many fans out here, bro, that, you know, I just rock with my dad's team. My dad grew up when it was a steel curtain, bro. So
You damn right,
he's a
You damn right I'm still hurt about that game, man.
Yeah.
We had damn Ashley Ambrose. We had Ray Buchanan. That's when we had one of the best defenses because Ray Buchanan went to the Falcons. Ashley Ambrose went to Cincinnati. Like, we had Sean Dawkins, Ray Buchanan, Ashley Ambrose. Like, we were stacked. And Marshall Faulk coming out that thing. We had Aaron Bailey. We had Marvin Harrison.
Right.
Like, we were stopped. We even had Willie Flipper Anderson. That was his last year, Flipper Anderson.
Hey, brother Echelon, you were talking Andy Cruz, so I invited one of Andy Cruz's homies in the chat, man. Angel Diaz. That's Jose Diaz. You see him. He's in a lot of channels, man. He's in everybody's channels, man. But yeah, he's the Cuban representative in the YTBC right here.
I'll drop the link for him, bro.
He loves talking Andy. He knows Andy Cruz. He knows everything. Andy Cruz, bro. He's friends with King Kong too, man. He got a lot of respect for Wilder. He's a big Wilder fan too.
Well, tell him I'm putting the link in there for him.
Yeah. I can't wait to see Wilder back in action, bro. It brings excitement to the heavyweight division, bro.
Man,
you know,
hey, Andy Ruiz ducked that man, dog. Like, that shit pissed me off, man.
You know, I'm gonna tell you guys, bro. I'm a white Mexican, guys. I'm you know what I'm saying. My uncle's Bobby Chacon. I like a lot of Mexican boxing. And when Andy Cruz won, bro, I was hyped up. But then the next day, I was mad, bro. It's because I'm a vet, bro. And he didn't even represent that he didn't go to California, he was he was celebrating in Mexico, bro. Like you don't even, I speak better Spanish than that fool, bro. You know what I mean?
Hey, Angel Diaz, Shawala dropped the link right there. You can hop on up.
But he could crack if you let him get on the inside, but he can't box though. This is Jose Diaz. What's up, man?
What's going on, Angel Diaz? Salute. Yeah, but yeah, what you were saying. Hold on one second, bro. Like what you were saying, Key. I feel like Andy Cruz got Keyshawn number, and you see they sit there slow walking Keyshawn. He's still fighting cab drivers. Andy Cruz came in on his first fight as a professional fight in a 10-round fight. Keyshawn's just now getting to the 10 fights. And you know he's up there with Bozy Ennis. Bozy Ennis is a technician. Smoking Bud Revenge, salute. So Key, I don't think that Keyshawn can really fuck with him because if you notice Keyshawn fights, he be struggling with middle class fighters. And I feel like Andy Cruz is a touch above him. We seen it in the Olympics. I did a video on it. I did a video on how he outboxed and outshined on Keyshawn. So, like I said, David Morrell and Andy Cruz are the ones to watch right now, especially David Morrell. I got David Morrell beat everybody from 168 to 200. I think that's be the only person that beat Better Beeve is David Morrell. David Morrell has the power and the skills to fuck with him. He has the footwork, and the man will outclass him. Bivol, he doesn't hit hard enough for Morrell. And in the cruiserweight and the bridgerweights, those are some sluggish fighters right there. They can't even mess with the smaller fighters. I feel like 175 and 168 pounds to beat the cruiserweights and the 60 bridgerweights. There's just those patsies. I seen one of the damn heavyweights in them divisions. Them champions ain't nothing.
Morrell
Morrell. Morrell, that's my guy.
Again.
I got him destroying David Benavidez. Like I said, I got a video saying that Morrell beats everything from 168 to cruiser. I think the bridgerweight he destroys, cruiser he destroys. I feel like Better Beeve would be his best fight. Better Beeve because Better Beeve can crack. And Better Beeve showed me against Joe Smith that he can also got boxing ability. But I've seen that each fight Morrell has gotten in, he's evolved his boxing game. Like he's getting better and better. Like he's evolving like a true champion. Like he doesn't make the same mistakes that he made in the fight previous, like Charlo's doing. Like he's learning from his mistakes. Like he's progressing. Plus he comes from the Cuban school of boxing. And not like all Cubans, he has power to go with it, though. Like, you got a Cuban with power. If Erislandy Lara had that type of power, he would be all-time great like that because he could box his ass off, but he didn't have that power to stop nobody. He's like a Lara with tank power.
Lara's my favorite Cuban fighter, man. That 1-2 he's got. But he's already almost 40. He's 39 now.
Yeah, you see his last fight. Lara starting to sit down on his shots at 160, and I like that right there. He ain't as mobile as he used to be, so he's sitting down. Like, everybody think Danny Garcia is going to beat him. I got him watching Danny Garcia. Like I tell people, Aristotle Lara, he made Canelo look average, and Canelo's a hellified counterpuncher. Danny Garcia's a counterpuncher, and I feel like Danny Garcia is not quick enough. That weight's going to slow him down, and I feel like he outboxes the shit out of Danny Garcia. He puts his hands in his pocket like Earl did him. Because Lara, he got high IQ. And he's over there with David Morrell and Jamal Charlo. So, you know, he's getting high-quality sparring over there.
I was gonna tell Shaw Allah that and Billy's gonna fight my brother Damon Nicholson, man, and I'm hoping that he gets his.
I think Damon might work with him. Everybody's high on Christian and Billy. I feel like holes in this game though.
Yep. Yeah, definitely. And what's it called? King Kong and all these people. King Kong's already 40-something. I don't know. I just don't want to no fight over here. No.
Jose, tell us a breakdown of Andy Cruz, man. Everything he's accomplished in Cuba. That how he didn't want to leave Cuba because you know he's very he's not like the rest of the other Cubans, I guess, man. He didn't want to defect upper echelon. He really didn't want to, bro. And it took a lot of convincing.
Andy likes that government, guys. Andy likes communism. You know what it is? You're gonna go fight. You're gonna pay taxes. Then you go back to Cuba and you're gonna pay taxes again. And those Cubans, they don't play. They'll take all your money. They're gonna tell you what you do. His wife is still down there. As soon as he gets, we talking to him, but he likes that government because you guys go down there and you got money. You guys go down to Cuba and it's just free tax.
I've been to Havana.
I'm gonna go in January.
My dad is from Port-au-Prince.
Oh, okay.
Hispaniola. You know, yeah, Hispaniola. So, but that's what I say. Like, people think America's a great country, but you know, it's a lot of wicked shit going on over here. And like, when you from another place, when you get your money up, you just want to go back home. And you know, he's a hero over there in Cuba, so you know, you get treated a lot differently when you a national hero over there. So I understand that. You know what I'm saying? I understand that. And plus, you ain't got. I'm just gonna keep it real. You ain't got an oppressor on your back that shoots you down the street and only get no time behind that shit. You know, because they do us dirty. They do the damn white Spanish. They do the Spanish, the blacks, and the Native Americans very wrong up here. And I'm just being honest.
You're right.
Wrong. But you know, it is what it is. You know.
And I'm from Miami. When an officer stops me, bro, I put my both hands on the steering wheel.
You said you from where?
Yeah.
You said you from where?
Miami, Florida.
I was from West Palm County, across that bridge.
Oh, yeah? I go to the fishing tournament.
Yeah, West Palm County, across that bridge. I'm in North Carolina now, though.
Yeah.
Rachel Richardson, salute. Princess, salute.
Let me ask you, where is the paper mills where they make paper in North or South Carolina? I forgot.
Well, you know,
we got a property.
I'm in North Carolina where they make all the cigarettes.
I used to get them cheap, man. What station in Fort Bragg, man, in Vietnam, bro. Cigarettes cheap. Yeah. Used to get them, and on base it would be tax free too, bro. No tax. I guess there's no tax in North Carolina on tobacco, so.
Oh, it is now because
yeah.
Newport's done moved up to $8. Marlboro's is $7 now.
Yeah.
Like they just jumped up. It jumped up.
Oh, this is my daughter. Give me 1 minute.
No problem. Be free. Salute, King.
Free. What's up, brother?
Oh, they was talking about Jamal coming back. If Jamal come back, he has to fight Caleb Plant. I don't want to see him fight nobody but Caleb Plant. If he fight Caleb Plant, I ain't even trying to watch his fights. His first fight has to be Caleb Plant.
It has to.
That man smacked the skin off your face, man.
But did you hear what Caleb Plant said, bro? That he was smushing. He had his hand on his face.
Yeah, he was rubbing his face, and Jamal be doing that gay shit, dog. Like, why are you rubbing another man's beard and shit, dog? Like, what type of shit you on, bro?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But this is not. I mean, this is a few times we've had. I mean, 3 times we've had beefs with the last fighters with Plant, bro. You know what I'm saying? With Dog Darrell, same shit. Like, you know what I mean?
But
did him dirty at the end with the shovel.
Jamal got what he deserved. His brother was standing right there when it happened. Yeah. But how you gonna try to punk a man in front of his wife? You know what I'm saying? Like, you can't make a man look soft in front of his wife, bro.
Yeah.
Like, asking for trouble. Like, if you do anything in front of me, in front of my family, my wife, and my kids, you about to get everything you ask for. I'm sorry. Plus, I'm a man. I got to sleep at night. I got to look at myself in the mirror. I ain't taking none of that. Yeah, AJ Beterbiev got that age kissing up with him. But see, like Usyk and other European fighters, they stay in that amateurs fighting for a while. Because see, over there, they actually get paid as amateurs to fight. See, their amateurs is different from our amateurs. In their amateurs, they get paid. It's like semi-pro, basically. So, you know, they make a comfortable living off of it. And, you know, they get regaled as heroes boxing. So, you know, when they come back, they come over here to try to get a nice big check in boxing real quick. And, you know, they done been through the league and they done fought. So they done got their losses already out the way. That's just like if our fighters, they start doing something like that, they have like a semi-pro boxing. So they can go in there, get their tough fights early, get their losses out the way, sharpen up their skills, and then they get to come as the finished product. Now you coming as the finished product. That's just like Money Mayweather coming in at the age of like 26 after he done fought all them tough fights. Now he knows everything he needs to know, and now he's ready for the game. See, that's the thrill about American boxing, though. We get to watch boxers as they progress, as they learn. We get to watch them grow in the ring. See, the European boxers, they've already grown and had their ups and downs, and we see them at their best. I want to watch the story of a fight. I want to watch them unfold. I want to watch a boxer become something great. Like we got a chance to watch Errol Spence, Terrence Crawford, Jerron Ennis. We get a chance to watch them become great fighters. Like we watching it. We watched it fight by fight. You feel what I'm saying? But we didn't watch Lomachenko become great because he's already had his career. We didn't watch Arthur Beterbiev. We seen the fights he fought, but he's done had over 200 amateur fights. Usyk had that many. You know, like we didn't see the growing pains that they took. And see, I think that's why American boxers are related to more than European boxers, how they can't relate to them as well, because we didn't get a chance to watch you grow and advance as a fighter. Like, we just seen you come in. You like a damn mercenary. Like, you're not part of the army. Like, you a hired mercenary. You feel what I'm saying? Skywalker, like, you just a paid enforcer. You feel me?
Right.
We don't know shit about you. We don't know. We ain't see how you take your first loss. We ain't see how you react to it. We ain't see your first knockdown. We ain't see your first loss. We ain't seen how you adjust under pressure. We ain't see how you learn how to fight against a southpaw or how you fight against a conventional fighter. We done seen you after you done been through all the trials and tribulations of a boxer. Now we watching you at the downslope of your career as you going into the twilight. And that's not fun right there, bro.
Right.
You know, that's why the European fighters don't resonate as much with us as they wanted to.
Right.
And I'm just being real about that. Like, if they came over here and fought earlier, like Inoue, we see some of Inoue, but he doing all his fight over in Japan. I want to see him take round-the-clock drug tests. I'm just being honest. Because his head's starting to get bigger. And that's one thing people got to admit. Once they start doing it, their head gets bigger. Look at Barry Bonds. Like, that's one thing they can't stop is their head getting bigger. They can't. That's one of the side effects.
Right. I heard a rumor about that fight, man. I heard this is from really good sources, and like I said, I'm connected with the Filipino community real heavy. There's going to be a mega undisputed against the Ballas, of course, the Filipino. But they're going to put Casimero and Luis Neri on the co-main.
Well, you know, in a way,
supposedly, in a way, wants to smoke. He wants to defend, and then move up.
Yeah, in a way, next fight is undisputed.
And by that time, maybe Robeisy and Bernal Lopez can unify, and he can go after. If he wins, you know, if in a way, but I'm hoping he fights Casimero, bro. I'm a hardcore Casimero believer, bro. I think his style, he does spinning uppercuts, bro. What fighter does that? He's got an awkward style, kind of like what we seen in Vaquero the other night against Valdez. He's got that style.
Yeah, I picked Navarrete. I gave a breakdown on the Navarrete fight.
You got your parlay right. I see that, bro.
Huh?
You got your parlay, bro. I just need to listen to you and bet with you, bro. Shit.
Oh, you seen?
Yeah, I see that, bro. I picked Valdez by decision. I knew Navarrete was very durable. That's one thing I knew about him. But I thought, based off last performances, because Navarrete got dropped, Valdez looked good. You know what I'm saying? So,
but you know, his last performance was his first fight at the division. That's why I kept trying to explain to people. You know, he had just jumped up 2 divisions. You know, he came up 122 to 126. Then he came up again. Like, you know, he didn't give himself a chance to really adjust. And that's what I was telling people. Like, he moved up too quick. And I said, don't take that as a knock on him. I said, now he's done had a chance to use the division, and he's done filled out. Because I seen him. He done filled out. And he has a chance to make his damn power. And I said that and said it. His Isaac Dogbe fight. You remember, it was close to the first one, but the second time, you know, he had filled out. And he destroyed Dogbe. And that's what I'm saying. They were trying to make the Navarrete fight over the Shakur fight a long time ago. But, you know, Shakur went to the ESPN execs, and they made Bob Arum make that fight. Because Bob Arum didn't want to do Shakur versus Valdez. But ESPN asked for that fight, and they got it. But yeah. I knew Navarrete had him, though.
To Shakur, I say, go fight Robeisy. No, sorry, guys. It's just that, man, why is he acting strangely? Shakur.
I want to see Shakur fight at least De Los Santos because he's been calling that man out.
He needs to fight Haney or Tank because the thing is, he sent them that bottle the other day and all that. You don't do that. Send me a bottle saying, hey, have a great night, you know, or, you know, have a great.
He was invited to that party, though. That's crazy. You
that's
invited
crazy.
To the party and you try to damn, you know,
acting a fool. And he's a good person. He's just, I guess he's still young and dumb.
What it is, he acting like him and Keyshawn are best friends. But what he better realize, he's known Bill Shakur. I mean, he's known Devin Haney longer. They used to take him to his fights. But I feel like once Keyshawn Davis started to get a little notoriety over Shakur, he's gonna do the same thing to him. You know, Shakur, he's jealous. He's a jealous type of person, and I've seen that in a lot of people.
I've noticed
the fact that Devin became undisputed before, you know, the Shakur wanted to be undisputed, but he at the weight problem, he had to lose his weight, his scale on the belts. His belts on the scale, I mean.
Let me tell you, making that weight. When I was in 9th grade in college, I was already 150 pounds. Like, I'm not dieting. I was a baseball player from Cuba. I'm not dieting. No chance. No chance. Low. Let me tell you guys that 135. Look at Devin. I think he should move up though, but I don't know. What I know, this is what I know. Based on freaking 1,000 pages, I gotta read.
Baseball, huh? Cubans and baseball, bro.
All those baseball cards I got, Tim.
Yeah.
Bro, some cards are like 15 grand. I got a Mickey Mantle Bowman 1962. That's never coming out of my safety deposit box. Never. Willie Mays. Go. Hank Aaron. I got other rookies. And I got basketball cards too.
Salute, Thomas Hill. Salute, King.
Hey, salute to my man, Upper Echelon Sports Bar. Salute to my man, Skywalker. Is that Angel Diaz in the house?
Yeah.
Man, love you, show. Let me see. Also, salute to my main man, D Free. My main man D Free in the chat right there. That's my guy right there as well. Is the lovely Shawala, 77 Empire Alexandria, and everybody else. AJ64. I just came on here just to say what's up to the panel. I don't know what we're talking about. I came in kind of late, so
You're all over the
They
place.
just talking boxing, bro. You know, it's free Saturday. You know, it's everything boxing. Whatever y'all want to talk about boxing. I went ahead and made my boy. I made Angel Diaz. I went ahead and made you a moderator, man. You know, you're a moderator over there. So
Angel Diaz got that good boxing knowledge.
I mean, everybody on this panel got knowledge, so it's whatever anybody want to talk about.
So like,
okay, go ahead.
Go ahead. No, go ahead.
Well, you know, guys, what happened with the fighters in Cuba? Fidel died. Okay, Fidel was the one who used to keep them there because he used to like sports, but he was horrible. And as soon as he died, I think he's dead. I don't believe it. They let start other boxers come out of there and make money and come back in. But the one who used to like sports was Fidel Castro, and you guys do know that his brother is, how can I say this nicest way? He's a happy person.
Yeah.
Like ladies.
Yeah, I got what you said. You live that alternative lifestyle.
Just when I go to Cuba to visit, I go to the airport and I don't talk to no one. No one. Guys, let me tell you, I go over there and my grandfather and my aunt, they pick me up and I just stay in the farm. Just stay in the farm. I'm telling you, I got another guy called Tollez, Tollez. In English, it's called Tolle. I mean, in Spanish, Tollez, but it's double L. Let's see. But see, there's so many boxers coming in now. My box is gonna get better, but I'll be honest with you, 135. I like Tank. I like Devin. Andy needs to sit down on a couple punches, but he's doing good with Boots. With Boots' dad. I got Tim.
Yeah, he's getting
of Boots' dad showing him. I got.
You know a fight I wanted to see, Angel.
Mm-hmm.
I always wanted Yuriorkis Gamboa and Wama. Orlando Salido messed that fight up, and I wanted to catch Mikey Garcia versus the winner at 126.
Oh, that's nice.
Orlando Salido, that's the guy that beat Lomachenko, but Yuriorkis Gamboa destroyed that man.
Yeah.
Understand how good Yuriorkis Gamboa was. He was the Cyclone de Guantanamo. Yuriorkis Gamboa had so much speed and power. He just jumped up too high. And he took that layoff. He had that year layoff that messed him up.
Yeah, that's what Bud got him. Bud destroyed him. You guys, Bud destroyed him. And let me tell you that the thing is, after Bud, he has never been the same. Gotta get it to Crawford, gotta get
That's the most fighters. After you take your first loss, you're never the same because I was 16-0 as an amateur. I was 16-0 until I got a metal plate in my right hand now. I got in a street fight, and I hit a dude with a straight right. And he was already falling from the left. I hit him with a left hook, and I was following through with a straight right. But I was already into the damn punch. Like, I was already halfway through the punch. Like, my hips had already turned. My hand was already past my face. My shoulder and everything was into it. And he just dropped like a bag of rocks. Like, the left hook I caught him with, it was like he had a delay reaction. So he was dropping down as I'm following through with the straight right. And I caught him at the top of his head. And it broke my hand in 180 different places. They had a titanium plate on my hand and had to put like 48 pins in there. They took the pins out, but I still got the plate. And I'm not allowed to box because I got this metal plate in my hand now. So I had to go through that. I was upset. My trainer was the same person that trained Oliver McCall. I was in the gym with Oliver McCall. You know, I was in there. I watched Oliver McCall. I watched him. His mom died. He got hooked on crack. He was letting his belt. They had to send the bounty hunters to the hood to go retrieve the world championship belt because he had pawned it off for drugs.
Oh Lord.
Yeah, and that's when the belts.
Once you get into that, you're out of gas. Oh, you
Yeah,
guys remember? Yeah, remember
Yeah.
that picture? He came from Cuba, and right here next to South Beach, he was going 100 miles an hour at nighttime. He has a GPS that tells you how to drive. He hit the rocks. Laters. Goodbye. You know what I'm telling you that for? Because this only happened to him because he started hanging out with the wrong people.
Hey,
So he
Alberto, that's my Jose. Thomas Hill, I gotta bounce out. It was a pleasure coming up here, man. I always respect your channel, man. Subscribe to Upper Echelon, hit that like button. I gotta cook for the family. I'll drop a link, man. I got some fights coming on tonight. I mean, it's what the audience requested. I'm gonna be watching Better Be Bivol, but check out the replay. I got the Rednecks fighting tonight, bro.
Better Be Bivol.
You know, that shit's hilarious, bro. I had a lot of
Better Be versus Bivol.
Nah, I paid a pay-per-view, bro. It's called Redneck Brawl 3. It's in West Virginia.
That's the one.
It's kind of like a tough man.
That's West Virginia. I'm watching that tonight too. It's West Virginia versus Kentucky. You talking about you hot stuff. You know, I'm the macho man.
Yeah.
I'm about to go it's macho time.
Yeah.
You talking about macho man, you ain't shit, you old bitch ass motherfucker. I'm gonna come
that shit's hilarious. If you guys never seen it, you'll
if y'all ain't paid for it.
That shit's hilarious. And it's for real. It's that's their culture, they're representing it. I'm from El Paso. I'm a white Mexican, guys. I'm not a red. I'm half redneck, maybe, but you know what I'm saying? Like, but I'm gonna watch that shit. I watched it one time. We were bored out. I put that on a stream. People loved it, man. They were going crazy. Like, get part two. This is the third one. So
it's real fights. It's between West Virginia and Kentucky.
Yeah, it's on Fight TV, but it's a $20 fight, Shawa. So I'm giving you guys the pay-per-view for free tonight. It's a $20 pay-per-view. It's it's live. It's gonna be live. Rednecks fighting tonight. And the ring card girls. Hey, if you are religious or you're PG-13, you don't like rated R shit, don't come by the channel.
Don't tune in.
The ring card girls are out.
I'm not missing it.
Yo, hey Skywalker, you said you about to go cook. What you about to go cook, bro?
Some beef and broccoli, man. Steak and broccoli, man.
That's what's up.
What's up right there.
Yeah, I'm gonna cook. I'm gonna go live here in 2.5 hours with that live stream. I do international boxing talk a lot, man. I have a lot of Philippine. I cover a lot of fights in Japan, Philippines. I'm a representative for Casamento, Donaire. I'm cool with the Donaire camp.
Yeah, we all cool with Donaire.
Yeah, Australia. You know, I mean, I try to cover the sport in its entirety. I'm a veteran. I'm an Army vet, so I've been all over the world, man. I'm well versed in other languages. So that's kind of like my niche on YouTube, man. I share fights. Then on Sunday night, I do a podcast where I interview stars, man, or prospects with Tim Witherspoon Jr. That's my co-host. If you know who his dad is, Terrible Tim Witherspoon is a legend, two-time heavyweight champ. Muhammad Ali, best friend, a sparring partner, yeah. So, and he was a former boxer. He's a former welterweight. He fought like Tevin Farmer. So he's my co-host, and we're on our 40th week doing it, man. We do it every Sunday night. Tomorrow we got a guy that just fought on DAZN yesterday, Lorenzo Medina, a heavyweight that I've been following. He's the #1 national champion. He won last night on DAZN. He killed his opponent. We're having him on the show for a post-fight interview, so we're doing that tomorrow. So I go live about 5 times a week, man.
I'll be watching you from the bed because a lot of times I'll be on medication.
I do night, man. If you're up at night, I work in the day. I'm a high-rise window cleaner. I hang off a building, so at night I chill out, either watch fights or talk some boxing. You know what I mean? So. Yeah,
but I'm gonna probably come on again tonight after 12. I did this little live early because a lot of times I be setting my time for lives, and then my medicine I be on painkillers from all the bullet wounds and stuff. So like sometimes that shit be having me knocked out, and I can't get up.
Yeah.
Sometimes it'll knock me out while I'm on the show and stuff, because especially one that went through my sternum and my chest and everything, them shits hurt sometimes. But I'm healing. That's why I said hopefully by next year I can start going back to fights. But I'm gonna cut this one off, and I'll probably be back on after 12 o'clock tonight, people. I appreciate everybody from here. And Angel, welcome to the the channel, bro. I appreciate you
Thank
coming
you.
through.
Thank you.
You know, you talking about my guys, Morrell and Andy Cruz. I've been pushing Morrell since he came out. I'm cool with Coach James. I'm cool with Coach James and the Big Fish. You know, I do a lot of their stuff, but I've been pushing Morrell since he came out. I believe he's the truth. He's the future.
Like, bro, he's good, and he has a set of marbles. You know what I mean?
And he's young. That's what people don't understand. He has a longevity because he's young with it.
And
but everybody that came through, I appreciate you. And OTF, man, welcome to the channel as well. My boy Brian Corbett, ain't no way. Hold up.
See, what's up, brother?
Nah, my man Brian Corbett.
Native American wife.
I could have sworn Brian Corbett was the damn moderator already. He is now. You know, because like next month, I'm gonna go for a big subscriber push. You know, I got a few big channels. I'm gonna pay them to push my channel out there. You know, advertise so I can push my shit out there. And you know, that's what I'm trying to get my my moderators and everything right now. Because you know, I was there when Showbiz the Adults first started. I was his first 500. We used to just sit there and talk until he started getting weird, man, and started, you know, he done got bought off, man. But I'm always keep it real with boxing because I love the sport and I hate what they doing to it, man. Like I hate the way they butcher my sport. But I put in too much blood, sweat, and tears, and I like to see the best fight the best. Like it's a man thing, bro. It's a gladiator sport. It's about seeing who's the best, like who can really triumph over the next. If we putting our bodies against our bodies, our mind against our minds to see who's more superior. But y'all dropped the links in there. I'm glad you came through, Angel Diaz. Peace and blessings to my whole chat. Y'all know how we end the show. But I'm gonna be on later tonight after 12, after the Redneck Brawl. And y'all make sure
put the link in the chat. My bad, bro. I'll put it in there.
Skywalker's gonna be showing it. I know I bought it already. I wish I knew that. I would have bought it.
Well, I'm already subbed to Skywalker. What's up, Edgar Chavez and Ryan Corbett?
I could have saved myself $20 if I knew Skywalker was gonna damn.
Yeah, my bad, bro. Yeah, I can get away with the fights, bro. Just to give you a heads up as a content creator, bro, because your logo, they do the top right. Your logo covers up there, so I never get a copyright. I've been doing it for like 7 months now, so I'm straight on it. I lost my monetization because I shared a video of my uncle, bro. My own uncle. My uncle's a Hall of Famer, bro, and I put a video of one of his fights, like just a short with the original audio, and they took my monetization away. So I get to reapply in October, bro. So I got a lot of stars, bro. I'm straight on all the qualifications. It's just that you can't share like PBC, Top Rank, all the good top promotions. You can't do it, bro.
I do it all the time.
I do bare knuckle. I get away with bare knuckle, bro. So if you guys like bare knuckle, I show the BKFC.
I share this stuff all the time. I just don't monetize it. If you try to make it monetized, then they'll pop your ass. But
yeah.
But yeah, they took my monetization away for me talking about the racism in boxing and how they were doing some shit. They took my shit for like 14, 15 days, man.
Damn.
Yeah, since it was my first strike. But they shadow banned me and they took away my monetization. Like, I couldn't get super chats or nothing. Like, but I reapplied and everything and told them I didn't know and I didn't understand, and tried to explain. But they gave me another chance. If I get one more strike, they're gonna take away my because I got one copyright strike and then I got a strike for that. So they said if I get one more strike before October, then they gonna shut my channel down. So I've been trying to
get you no strikes, man.
The sad thing is they're making money off of you and they want to turn your channel off.
Hey, bro, I said, look, I had over 30,000 on some of my videos and shit, right? And so as my ad thing, it told me that I'm supposed to get $10 per every 1,000 views. So I looked at it and I had over 4,000, right? But YouTube took like 2,500, so I only got 1,500 of it. If you look, you see for my $10, I only got paid $4 from 10. So they took $6 out of my $4. And like on my super chats, like I get a $20 super chat, I only get like $8 of that shit.
Yeah.
You only get like $8 out of 20. Like,
you know, you know where the money's at, bro. To be honest, bro, the most I made on YouTube, bro, is views, bro, on a live stream. If you and you have a good audience, but live streams they pay the most, bro, for the ads. You're putting ads on it for AdSense.
Yeah, but see,
I did a Casemiro live stream, and I had 500,000 viewers come in. And that one paid
I remember that night.
$100, man, just for those people coming in. So
yeah, but that's what I'm saying though. But YouTube takes more than 60% of our AdSense money. Like,
right.
YouTube pays us, but YouTube is taking 60% of it. Like, damn, they're not even giving us 50%. They're taking 60% of our damn proceeds. That's crazy.
60%.
Yeah, I had to do the math. They taking 60% of the proceeds. Whoa. Yep. But I'm gonna go ahead and get up out of here, y'all. Peace and blessings to all. We're gonna go ahead and drop the song that everybody love. We up out of here.
All right, then, my good people, man. You guys enjoy the rest of your day. I'm gonna tune into that redneck bra for sure.
Sure, thank you, Thomas. You guys have a blessed day.
Justin Hawkins, what's good, man? Salute to you.
They want that smoke, bitch, I got it for 'em. They want that smoke, bitch, I got it for 'em. They want that smoke, you know I blow it. They call me Sunny Monster for a reason. I'm really dripping, leave a nigga bleeding. I get to squeezing, leave a nigga. They want that smoke, bitch, I got it for 'em. They want that smoke, bitch, I got it for 'em. They want that smoke, you know I blow it. They call me Sunny Monster for a reason. I'm really dripping, leave a nigga bleeding. I get to squeezing, leave a nigga bleeding. Raw Molly got me all up in demon mode. Mouth moving like I done put clean in my nose. Tryna catch me up, I can leave with some hoes. He standing straight up, watch I make him lean with this pole. Would've thought it was closed, how that heat made him fold. Thought it was a game, he won't think no more. His brain's gone, nigga. It be exciting when I get to striking. Guns sound like thunder, hit you like lightning. Fight for your life, we don't do no fighting. We really hit it, nigga. We worse than savage, they calling us Vikings. Police be riding, we still be sliding. Told you we hitters, remember the time. They want that smoke, bitch, I got it for 'em. They want that smoke, bitch, I got it for 'em. They want that smoke, you know I blow it. They call me Sunny Monster for a reason. I'm really dripping, leave a nigga bleeding. I get the squeeze and leave a nigga bleeding. They want that smoke, bitch, I got it for 'em. They want that smoke, bitch, I got it for 'em. They want that smoke, you know I blow it. They call me Sunny Monster for a reason. I'm really dripping, leave a nigga bleeding. I get the squeeze and leave a nigga bleeding. How about I leave them holding like the Bible? AR-15, that's a high-power rifle. A in the army and assassinate rivals. Break that shit down, nigga. AK or anybody kill. Hop out, get the drilling and spilling. 7.62 gon' split 'em. LPN, that's for any fuck nigga. You a plug, then I'm pulling up, nigga. You my lunch, eat these bullets for dinner. 5.0, eat 'em up, eat 'em up. SK, smoke killer for show. Drum rounds and cripple ops Draco. I got 'em all, you don't want none. They want that smoke, bitch, I got it for 'em. They want that smoke, bitch, I got it for 'em. They want that smoke, you know I blow it. They call me Sunny Monster for a reason. I'm really dripping, leave a nigga bleeding. I can squeeze, leave a nigga bleeding. They want that smoke, bitch, I got it for 'em. They want that smoke, bitch, I got it for 'em. They want that smoke, you know I blow it. They call me Sunny Monster.